Advocacy Council.
Good Thursday morning, Jonesboro. This is meteorologist Tim Root with your KLEK 102.5 forecast. Mostly sunny skies planned for today, the high near 88, and a northeast wind 5 to 10. It'll be around 68 tonight, partly to mostly clear with light winds. Friday should be partly to mostly sunny, the high about 86, 87. Slight chance of a shower or thunderstorm. Spotty showers and thunderstorms over the weekend. Spotty sunshine Saturday and Sunday. Highs over the weekend, mid to upper 80s. Jonesboro's community radio station, we're KLEK 102.5 FM.
From Feature Story News, I'm Natalie Powell with your latest world news. U.S. officials say Osama bin Laden's son has been killed in an airstrike. Where and when this occurred has not been revealed. In a televised debate, former U.S. Vice President Joe Biden has had his track record in office heavily criticized by fellow Democrats. And a North Korean soldier has defected across the demilitarized zone into South Korea.
It's 9:01.
Community Conversations is brought to you by Arkansas Early Learning, offering no-cost childcare in Jonesboro and Northeast Arkansas. Applications at arearlylearning.org.
Arkansas Early Learning is a nonprofit organization.
KLEK LP Jonesboro, the voice of Arkansas Minority Advocacy Council. It's now time for Community Conversations, a program focusing on the people working to make the Jonesboro community a better place, while offering viewpoints from all sides of the issues. The views expressed in this program are those of the participants and do not necessarily reflect the views of KLEK 102.5 FM, the voice of Arkansas Minority Advocacy Council, or our underwriters or sponsors.
Good morning, everyone, and happy Thursday to you. I hope that you're having a great start to your day. You're tuned in to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM. So today's a two-part show, and so for part one, I have members from BPN, which is Black Professionals Network of Jonesboro, to discuss the upcoming community back-to-school bash, and emphasis on the unity in community. This is the second year it's been happening, and I am so excited. I don't know about y'all, but I am super duper excited. I have with Miss April and Miss Kenyatta, so welcome, ladies.
Hi, good morning.
All right, so let's just jump right into it. So, event is happening this Saturday.
Yes.
You all had a stuffing party on Sunday.
We did.
So tell us all about the stuffing party.
Yeah, so we met at the Deliverance Family Worship Center, and there were lots of us there. So we had all of the supplies divided by their grades, and kind of just worked for really only about an hour of stuffing all of the supplies. It was fun. Just a great bonding, networking experience. So we are ready to go for Saturday.
That's awesome. So tell us the final number, or did y'all get a final?
700. 700 backpacks.
Now, was that the goal? Like, did y'all set a goal number for this year?
Not really.
Okay.
Just based, off of the need and what we did last year. So last year we stuffed over 600. So every year it's just getting bigger and bigger.
That's
which
amazing.
Is great.
So definitely want to give a shout out to the community, whoever donated, whatever you donated. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I'm sure these families and these children will thank you as well.
Yes.
So Miss April, did you get a chance to go to the stuffing party?
No, I wasn't in town Sunday.
Okay. So tell us what you're most excited about coming for leading up to Saturday.
Well, I just recently joined the group, but since I've been a member like a couple of months, they're always about the community. It's always like what the people need, and I really appreciate that because you don't see too much of that around anymore. Mm-hmm. But I'm really excited for back to school simply because I'm a teacher and I know how important it is for students to have what they need.
Yes, ma'am.
And for example, when I leave here, I'm actually going shopping to get extra pencils and papers just to keep in my classroom so students won't feel, if their parents couldn't afford it or if they didn't get a ride to our back to school bash, they still can have the supplies they need and they just come get it from my closet. I mean, it's important.
Yes,
because
ma'am.
If you don't have something that make you feel bad and then kind of like downs your day or your school year even.
I can imagine. I'm sure you see kids come in all shapes, forms, like mentally, emotionally, and as a teacher, you want to do the best you can to help each and every student so that they can be as successful as possible in your class. And something as simple as a a notebook and a pencil can make a big difference.
Yeah, they will fight over their pencils. It means the world to them. Like special colors. As long as you have it for them, it really changes their mood for the day.
That's awesome. All right, so Ms. Kiana, kind of run us through. I know the list is long when it comes to sponsors, but just want to definitely thank all the sponsors. But at this point, because things are pretty much wrapped up, are you taking any more donations of any kind?
We are, yes. So,
Okay,
so
still
even
taking
if you have them day of, then we can still stuff them in the backpack. So yes, so if you want to, definitely bring them on Saturday.
All right, so would you like to highlight some of the organizations that may be there serving the community with information or other games or
I can go through
goodies,
our
whatever
list
they may have at their
sponsors
tables.
and vendors. So we have different levels of sponsors. We have gold, silver, and bronze. A few in our gold is A-State College of Education and Behavioral Science, their Office of Diversity. Alpha Phi Alpha. We've got KLEK, of course. Shout out to you guys as well. PJ Hilson, Wood Street Assembly of God, and the Deliverance Family Worship Center. Then in our silver, we have Fisher Street, COGIC International, New St. John, Toe Daddies, and Strong Turner Alumni Chapter. And then in our bronze, we have Dr. Sharice Jones Branch, First National Bank, Peggy Robinson Wright, Simmons Bank, and Sonia Sanders with ERA Doty Real Estate.
All right.
Then as far as those organizations who will be there, who have tables, we have a list of several vendors as well. We will have the library there. We'll have the DARE program, different offices with ASU, a couple of the sororities and fraternities. St. Bernard's will actually have a screening table there as well. So it's going to be a really great, fun event. Different types of vendors and sponsors there representing.
All right. So also, if you would like to volunteer.
Yes, we still need volunteers. We have the link on our Facebook page. It's a sign up genius link, so it's very easy if you want to sign up. There are times and slots and different things you can do. I'll be at the bouncy house. I'm not sure why Marcia assigned me to the bouncy house with the children, but that's where I'll be.
Oh,
It's a fun place.
Oh, wow. Oh, goodness. So let's say good morning to a few people. Mr. Kobe Parker and Miss Bethany Hill, who says good morning. And Floyd Prunty says beautiful. Good morning to you all for checking in. Everyone else that is checking in, thank you. Share this message. Put this on your calendar. August 3rd, this Saturday, from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at Allen Park, which is on 3609 Ray Street. The community back to school bash. And again, emphasis on the unity in the community, because so many groups are coming together to put this on. It's not just one group, even though BPN is kind of the umbrella in essence, but so many groups are coming together. And I remember talking last year about how you all put the word out and everybody's like, yes, let's do it. Yeah. So what was the response again like this year?
It was great, just overwhelming. So it's just great to have others want to be a part of something, so big and so special for the community. So it's great.
All right, so Miss April, what have you signed up for any particular station?
Oh, well, I planned on bringing my best friend along. She's coming down for my graduation, so it's my graduation present. She's going to volunteer, but I plan on setting up and just being around where I'm needed.
That's awesome. I'm sure you may see some of your kids there.
I hope so. I've been I have posted outside I'm an academic one, MacArthur's the best. But it's like a small flyer out there and in the office so students can come pick up their schedules today and tomorrow, so they'll be able to see the flyer. I've been posting on all my social media. I really want people out.
All right. And so in maybe next year or so, do you hope to get more I know there's quite a few probably instructors involved, but maybe get the instructors involved as far as being there hands-on so they can get to see the kids face-to-face and also build that connection.
We have 2 new principals on my campus this year, so I really wish I had known about this prior Sorry, I don't be on social media like that. Had I known, I would have invited them out because they have a lot of energy, and I know a lot of our students will be in attendance. So it would have been good to have them there, but next year definitely.
That's awesome. And then kind of going back to as a teacher, how long have you been a teacher?
5 years.
5 years. And so, you know, speaking of school supplies, I know we talked a little bit off air when we first got here, but teaching in those different grade levels, does the mood really change when it comes to supplies needed? Or not having the supplies needed, rather?
Not really, to be honest. You'll be surprised what kids would do for like a pencil. Like they would behave if they can get a mechanical pencil, or if they get a wooden pencil, they're a little upset about it. I don't want to sharpen this, but to be honest, no. I feel like the older you get, because like my senior students, they definitely care more about their school supplies than the younger kids who like ball up their paper. I think the older you get, the more you value it, but you always want it.
Okay. And I'm sure that the parents will be very grateful to have the extra help. We've talked about this before. And, you know, just to take that burden off, this is one less thing on their to-do list.
Right.
And so do you often have conversations with parents, maybe the beginning or throughout the school year, and said, I really just don't have, or maybe you had to have a conversation with them, like, your child needs X, Y, Z, and they're like, I just can't do it right now.
Me personally, I never had to do that. Okay. Working for Jonesboro, they really help us out as far as what we need for our classrooms. We get a stipend at the beginning of the year, and we only can spend it on needs for our classrooms. Okay. So most people, or the teachers, for example, for in my building, we always like get together and say, okay, we need cleaning supplies, we need Kleenex, we need hand sanitizer, and we just get it and store it in a closet and go get it as need. Some, like, you know, Dollar Tree always have cheap pencils, so when I'm shopping, I always pick stuff out. I do find myself always buying school supply just at random out my own pocket, just to make sure students have it. Just, I know how it is, and throughout the year, anytime I find pencils in the hallway or on campus, like in the grass, I pick it up and I just stick it in my Steelers cup, and students know to come by and they can just grab one.
That's awesome. All right, so Miss Kiana, I know last year at the event there were stylists doing haircuts, and then there were book donations and things of that nature. What are some of the other things that people can expect this year?
Yeah, so along with that, I did mention that we will have a screening that will be done. So it'll be a more, call it more extensive type screening. So not just blood pressure, it'll be, your weight, blood testing, all of that information. So I think that's something too that we're bringing back the health too, for the students and the parents. So that's something that, we could really look to on Saturday.
One thing I remember someone mentioning, there will be a chiropractor on site, because students often carry their backpacks wrong. And I'm sure, Miss April, you've seen they load their backpacks down and...
Look, I carry my backpack wrong. I need the chiropractor.
Or they try to overload their backpack, and then they, like, I have a child, when he was in school, he would loosen up his straps, and so the backpack would hang at its lowest. And that weight is pulling them backwards. And so hopefully the chiropractor can help open the kids and the parents' eyes too, okay? It may not look cool, but this is the proper way to wear your backpack and not put too much weight in it, rather. I'm sorry. I want to say good morning to Shantae Johnson and Minister Ime Ulugbe. Thank you for checking in. Make sure you get your kids out this Saturday, August 3rd, from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Now look, last year, I volunteered for the early shift, and I got there probably 15-20 minutes early, and people were already lined up. So if you want to make sure to get a backpack and get other supplies, get there early.
Yes. Volunteers will be there at 8 o'clock in the morning to get set up. So, yeah, and I'm sure that we'll have lines starting after 9. So, yes, get there.
All right. And so, again, for volunteers, it's very important. You get there early, too, so you can be in place when the people start coming in. Last year, I want to give a shout-out to Miss Shay in Washington. She had her clipboard, she had her sneakers on, and she was running around everywhere. And Priscilla and everyone else, Miss Marsha, give a shout-out to them. So, hopefully this year, things will run as smoothly as it did last year. Yes. There were people everywhere, but everything seemed to just flow. And that's where volunteers come in. Everyone being in their space, in their place, and helping each other out. I know last year there was some book donations. Do you know if you all got any books donated this year?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Not for this year.
All right. And were there any door prizes? I know last year some teachers, I think, got some door prizes. I don't know who was giving those away, but
Yes, we should.
okay.
Yes.
Awesome. So you don't know what's going to happen on this Saturday, so make plans to coming out, support this great event, and then let's talk about if someone wants to become a member of BPN so they can continue to be a part of all of these different events.
Yes, and we would love to have all the help for these events that we do during the year. So they can go on our website and also on our Facebook page if they would like to be a member. Membership is $50, and it's definitely worth that small price, because just for the networking and the bonding and the friends that you make, just to help you not only in your career but personal as well. So
That's right. And I can attest to that. You know, at first I was like, I don't know if I'm either worthy to join because I wasn't in a certain business field, you know, and so I've been very grateful for the networking capability, the experience that I've had since I've been a part of this organization. So look, if you're on the fence, just come on over.
yes, 'cause I'm actually very shy, and now here I am, like on the radio. You know, it's just like just stepping outside of your zone.
Yes,
comfort,
and so Miss April, you say you're new. So how new are you?
I went to their was it Juneteenth?
Open meeting or the Juneteenth?
Yeah, I walked in and I met a lady. I asked her what this group was about, and she was like, "You should just come to our informational." And I walked in. I was like, "Wow, look at this! It looks all professional." And I need to be around people like this because I'm like a hermit at home. No one knows me. So I actually enjoyed myself. I like the flow. Everything is just okay. We're sticking to this. We're gonna get out at a certain time. I just like structure. Yeah.
Yes, especially when you have a lot of projects to do and business to handle.
Right.
You don't have time to segue to something else and get sidetracked.
Right. And there's a lot of people in different fields that I realized that, especially in health.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yes, ma'am. I am loving it because a lot of you all that are in LEAP are in Black Professionals Network.
We
so
are. Yes.
You all get to share, intermingle, share information, things of that nature.
Yes.
And then there are some other instructors. Are there some other educators in BPN?
We might have a couple others.
Right.
Yeah.
There were two that I met at the
on that same night.
Informational one. Tiffany Mosley is her name, right? She works in the education department at A-State.
Okay.
And I need to talk to her.
Yeah. That's awesome. And who else did you meet?
I met a lot of people.
Okay.
I'm not the best with names at all.
But those connections can possibly help you, or just to know you have someone else that's in the education field that you can bounce ideas off of. And that's what Black Professionals Network is all about, is meeting people that you may not normally meet, and then bouncing ideas and sharing things with each other, and hopefully helping each other out in whatever career path you're on.
Right.
All right. So again, the Community Bash, which is happening this Saturday. Please come out. Please support. Please donate. Please volunteer. Like, we can't express that enough. Can't express that enough. So, Miss Kiana, what are you looking forward to, or what do you hope comes out of Saturday?
Yeah, last year was just such a sense of community and just giving back, and it was just overwhelming just to see all the kids and the parents. It's just a nice feeling to know that you are a part of something big, and that you got to have just a small, hands in that. So I know that this year it'll be even better, and that we will continue to build upon that each year. So I just cannot wait to see all the little kids' faces and backpacks, and it's just going to be great.
All right. And so we're getting ready to wrap up, but I do want to give a shout out to our graduates that are in BPN, Miss April Fronty,
congratulations!
And also Miss Shay Washington.
Yes.
So if you see anyone of them around, give them a congratulations, give them a gift, whatever. You all worked hard. And so tell us what your degree is in.
I'm receiving my specialist in educational leadership.
That's amazing.
Principalship, to be exact.
So you're going to move up to be the principal?
I don't know.
Okay.
We'll
but
see.
It's on your radar?
But she can now because she has that degree.
Not right now.
Not right now. Okay, so you like working with the baby. What grade do you teach?
I teach 7th and 8th grade science.
Okay. And out of all the grades that you taught, what would you say was your most challenging and then maybe rewarding / challenging?
My 6th graders.
6th graders.
Yeah, most definitely. They keep you on your toes. But they were such a joy, and I love to see them grow. I love my babies.
That's awesome. And then we also have to give, I know Kiana, she hates when I do this.
Oh, no.
She was just in the play Hairspray, so yeah. Shout out to you.
Thank you.
Tell us what that experience was like.
Yeah, so kind of just on a whim, I saw that they were doing their the auditions, and I love Hairspray and the message and the movie. I mean, that was just one of my all-time favorites. And so I just went out and auditioned and got a part in the play, and that was like late April, and so we rehearsed for a good 3 months, and so like 3 nights a week, that was my life. And then we had 5 shows 2 weekends ago, so yeah, it was just a really great experience, just being on the stage and just being able to be a part of that. It was really special. So.
That's amazing. So do you see any more plays in your future?
No.
Why not?
Not in the immediate future, but you just never know. So I'm just gonna have an open eye to that, and more movies and all that good stuff. So.
All right. Well, thank you, ladies, so much. And again, if you would like to be a member of BPN, you get to meet these wonderful ladies and some other wonderful people. So go to their Facebook page, Black Professionals Network of Jonesboro, or find their websites and contact information and fill out the application and go from there. Back to School Bash, Saturday, August 3rd, 10 to 2. Don't miss it, Allen Park. So thank you, ladies, so much for joining us today. All right, so again, today's a 2-part show, so stay tuned for part 2. We will be back after these messages.